was talking about this, the conversation you guys had before the game Saturday about how much the offense may need you to run, depending on how things went. Just what was your sort of attitude and approach to that part of what they may need from you going into that game Saturday?
I mean, my attitude for every game really is just to do whatever I need to help the team win. So whether it's run 100 times a game, throw the ball 100 times a game, whatever the team needs me to do to win, I'm down to do it.
Did you think maybe you would run more this year, or has this kind of gone as you expected?
It's pretty much gone as I expected. I just run when I need to, and when the team needs me to. And Coach Day usually gives me a warning and kind of in the game plan, like, yo, we kind of need you to run this more this week. So my main thing is pretty much just helping the team out to win.
It's just weird because for those of us who've covered Ohio State for a long time, they run the quarterback here a lot. Urban Meyer always liked to run the quarterback here. Do you feel like you guys do use it for when it's really needed? It's maybe in the red zone, maybe when you need to get a key first down. Is that how you guys decide when it's time for you to run?
I mean, that's Coach Day's job. That's not my job. My job is to just do what Coach Day asked me to do to the best of my ability. So whether we run in certain situations, that's pretty much for
Justin,
Coach Day.
How are you feeling physically right now? Obviously, you hurt your back a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, my back's kind of sore, but I think I should be good in a few days, so nothing really major.
What are the things you feel like you have to do over this bye week to kind of rest and recover and make sure you are good to go for that home stretch of the season?
Yeah, so I think a lot of guys, they use bye weeks to rest and stuff like that, but I don't. I take an approach to the bye week as a time to get better. So during the bye week, I'm just going to go back to fundamentals and just working on my feet and just pocket presence and just get down to the basics, really.
Is there a balance that you have to strike between making sure you are getting enough rest, enough recovery, and still getting out there and getting those reps that you want to get?
I think in some positions, but quarterback, I don't think the things we do, I don't think it's too vigorous or too hard. I think I get a good amount of rest, so I'm not really worried about getting rest. I'm just worried about getting better.
So since you're not getting hit in practice, it's not as big of a thing.
Exactly.
Justin, how much that you've gone through now some bad weather game here? I know that's not something you saw a lot of down there in Georgia.
I don't think so. I mean, because we practice with wet balls and stuff like that, so I think the coach do a great job of preparing us for the weather and different things like that. So I wouldn't say it's meaningful. Of course, it's meaningful, and we showed that we could do it, but I think the team has known that we could do it by doing it in practice.
Some quarterbacks really, hate those wet balls. You'd obviously rather have perfect conditions all the time. How do you feel like you handled it? You didn't have to throw it all that much on Saturday, but how do you do with adverse conditions?
I feel like I handled it well enough. I mean, we won the game, so I think at the end of the day, whether you turn the ball over, whether you don't, I think Coach Day always says just handle it better than the other quarterback. So I think I did a good job of doing that, and overall, I mean, we got the win, so I think that's pretty much all that matters.
It was chilly, but it wasn't that cold. Was it still the coldest you've ever played in?
No, nah.
Where have you played in this cold?
High school, I think the game was like 27 degrees, so yeah, it was pretty cold one game.
So there's a late November game if you go to Ann Arbor and it's 25.
Yeah, the difference between high school and here is that they have the heated benches and stuff like that, so I think I should be good on that.
Justin, how meaningful is it to you to be included in the Heisman discussion?
I'm not really worried about that right now. I'm just worried about winning because if you lose one game, that goes really all out the window. So I'm not really focused on individual accolades. I'm just focused on the team and winning every game and just getting through each and every week.
Do you have any teammates that you feel should be in that discussion?
Like I said before, I don't think the team's really focused on individual things. I think we're just focused on the team and just winning every game.
How much are you guys hammered by coach to stay in the moment, not look too far ahead, and how much of what has happened the last couple of years and what you see around college football? I mean, just what's it like in an average week and not reading your press clip?
Coach reminds us every week that this it takes one game, so we can't take any team lightly. We have to approach every game the same, approach every week the same in terms of being prepared and just doing what we need to do during the week to get ready for the upcoming game. So I think he does a great job with that and just kind of reminding the team that, look, guys, we can't look past this team. We can't take things lightly. So I think he does a great job of that because, I mean, we see examples of it every week where a team might slip up and lose a game they're not necessarily supposed to lose. So I think he does a great job with just kind of keeping the team on their toes and just keeping us humble and just working hard.
Is that something the older guys too that've been here for a couple of years that remember Iowa, remember Purdue? Do they bring that up?
No, not really. I mean, if you play here now, you've seen what's happened in the past at Ohio State. You've seen how their seasons have gone. So I think it's kind of in the back of everybody's mind. Like, look, we don't want this to happen again, of course. So I think everybody's on a good page right now, and I think we're kind of like just going about it each and every day, just focusing on that day and getting better.
Hey Justin, what kind of luxury is Master T? Is it to have Master T come in like the third and fourth quarter against defense a little bit tired, and he can just run through them and keep the ball for you guys?
I mean, it's great. Yeah, Master T's a great running back. He's a great. I think he's a great leader on the team. Not only on the field, but I think he's a great example off the field, and he just does everything right. He's a hard worker, so I think it's great having him as a running back.
I'm giving you a Heisman vote. Can you ever see using it on a defensive player? You have a Heisman vote. You have a Heisman vote. I'm giving you one. Would you ever use it on a defensive-only player? Can you see a defensive player winning the Heisman?
So he's asking if you'd vote for Chase.
Would you vote for? Well, not necessarily.
Would I vote for Chase? I mean, it's clear to everyone that Chase is the most dominant football player in college football. So I mean, as I said, I think people on the team on the defense help his success. And I think if you ask him that question, he would say that too. I think the other D linemen open up him to get sacks too. So exactly. So I mean, I just think it's more of a team thing than an individual thing. And as I said before, I think there's nobody on this team that's just focused on individual Heisman and all these awards. We're focused on winning championships.
Justin, who are your favorite quarterbacks to watch, or whether on film or just on TV?
I like Russell Wilson a lot, Aaron Rodgers, of course, and just different guys like that. And I think they bring a different element to the game in terms of moving around the pocket and making just crazy throws like that. So I like watching those guys.
So there's been a lot of discussion with fans of trying to figure out, like, guys who are you. Someone else had brought up, like Aaron Rodgers, that aspect of being able to make plays in the pocket, but then also being creative. We've talked about that a lot with you this year. You know, sometimes you got to throw it away. Sometimes you want to be able to make a play. How do you think you are progressing in that part of it? Of maybe, you know, you can do some Rodgers stuff outside the pocket when you need to.
I just feel like I have different elements. I don't play like as like maybe one player. I just feel like I can take like different pieces of different other quarterbacks' games and try to implement them in mine. So just doing that and just kind of looking at what they do well and just trying to learn from those quarterbacks and just great quarterbacks I've seen on film.
Do you envision? Do you pre-vision play sometimes about how you escape, or is it always just spur of the moment? If you follow my drift there.
I think you just have to react because I mean you don't know where the defenders are going to go, so you just have to be able to react and kind of just fill out and kind of just have to, I guess, predict where they're going to go.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like I think the third down, I think it might have been the first third down conversion where I threw the ball to JK.
Yeah.
I think I was kind of like envisioning where they were going to go. So I think just kind of getting in the field with that, and I think that just comes with the reps and just kind of just playing the game of football, really.
Justin, are you hearing from any of your friends, former teammates and stuff? I mean, well, maybe not that, but that you made the right choice to come to Ohio State. I mean, that was the most watched game on Saturday in college football. Just what are you hearing from folks back home, friends, etc., about your decision to come here and how it's paid off for you thus far?
I mean, I can tell you right now that I know it's the best decision I've made, but that just comes in terms of trusting the Lord. And of course, I never thought I would be here, like in recruiting or anything like that. But I think God has led me to the right place, and I'm just happy to be here, really.
Justin, there was a lot of talk about how this could be a quarterback-friendly offense for you, at least when you arrived. That was sort of your expectation. Now that you're 8 games into it, what does that mean? Like, what makes this offense so conducive to your talents or any quarterback?
I think that what makes this offense how it is, just the guys we have on it and the coaches that are behind the scheme. So I think we have a lot of weapons on the outside. We have a great O-line, great running backs, and of course a great offensive-minded coaches. Coach Yearsley, Coach Day, Coach Wilson, just all of those guys just putting in the work. And I think we work well as a group, and I think it's just one big family here. So I think not only the smarts and the players, but I think the chemistry and the family-oriented place, I think that's kind of what makes the offense what it is.
Have they changed the way you see the game at all in 8-9 months here?
I've learned a lot. Just my time being here. And I think Coach Dave's taught me a lot. Coach Churches has taught me a lot in terms of just the game of football, where my feet need to be, where my eyes need to be. So it's usually just learning and just doing all I can to just learn and get better each and every day.
Were you always a quarterback when you started playing football as a little guy, or how'd you?
Yeah, I played quarterback pretty much my whole life, and I played running back 2 years, like when I was like 8 and I think.
Did you see?
8 and 10 or something like that.
Did you see the Aaron Rodgers touchdown throw?
I saw it.
How much trouble would you get in if you threw that?
I think he put it where a place either his guy could get it or nobody. So I don't think I would get in that much trouble for making that decision, especially if it ended up being a touchdown. I think Coach Dave would like that. But yeah, so I think he put the ball where either his guy could get it or nobody. So it was a good throw.
When you were running back, were y'all always in the Wildcat?
It was like Pee Wee ball, like
Yeah.
it was like 8, 9. So I don't really remember, to be
You always
honest.
put the fastest kid on the field.
Exactly.